Hey, today we'll be talking about the shapes and parts of a rational function graph. First, what is a rational function graph? A rational function graph is a ratio of two polynomials. So, let me erase this real quick. You'll know you have a rational function on your hands if you have a numerator and a denominator. So, now rational functions come in various wonky shapes and forms. So, some examples of a rational function include, let's create a real quick plane over here. Something that looks like this, but even a really wonky one that has like 3 parts that looks like this. We'll get into that later. So, let's first start off with the most basic rational function, f x equals 1 over x. Let's draw this together. So let's make a plane. Right here. And let me rewrite that. F of x equals 1 over x. So first, we have to draw an asymptote. An asymptote, in essence, is a line that a curve approaches for infinity. And we typically draw asymptotes as a dotted line. So right now, I'm drawing the vertical asymptote, which is on 0. And 1 over x also has a horizontal asymptote on 0. So, a horizontal asymptote will always be the y value, and the vertical asymptote will always be the x value. Now, there's this third type of asymptote you can get with rational functions, which is the slant asymptote. Now, the slant asymptote is not just an x value or y value, but it is y equals mx plus b. Now, back to our rational function. Now, back to our base rational function. So, our rational function will have a vertical asymptote at 0 and a horizontal asymptote at 0. And our base rational function will have two curves. And let me change the color to blue. So there will be a curve right here at the bottom left. And there will be one at the top right. So that is 1 over x, essentially. Now, there are many different types of rational functions, as I said earlier. In many ways, you can translate it or flip it in different ways, and some might even end up with 3 curves. Like I said, that look like this wonky thing. But in this video, you learned about the rational function and its shape and parts.